I'm going to reveal the secrets of transforming a normal, dull vocal into something absolutely insane. While most home producers settle for tuning vocals, adding basic effects like reverb and delay, I'm about to show you a vocal processing chain that will revolutionize the way you approach vocal processing. Are you ready to take your vocals from ordinary to extraordinary? Let me show you how. What I'm going to do first of all is listen to the vocal and see what I need to actually change in the fundamental foundations of the vocal, EQ wise.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else.
So what I've got is a Pro Q3 and I've turned it into a de-esser. So by doing that, I've just made it dynamic so that it's pulling down the signal every time it hears an S. So that's after about 5K onwards. I've also put a little cut in the low end, which you tend to do a lot in the vocals, because if you watch this, there's information happening at the bottom of the vocal that you might not necessarily want.
It's been a while since I saw your face and
Because when you start adding more processing on, that rumble, that noise, stuff that's happening in the bottom is going to come through and get processed too, and that can really cloud the sound up. So by cutting those off before we go into the processing, we're just cleaning up the signal a little bit. So I also want to EQ this a little bit. So I'm going to use my plugin, which is the Color Box, little plug. But this is a really quick way of EQing up a vocal or anything, in fact, rather than dialing into different frequencies. So let's listen to what I've done here.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.
So you can see that's brightened it right up and given it a little bit of warmth too, without too much trouble. So next we want to give it a little bit more flavour than just organising the EQ. So we're going to add a chorus to this. And this is just, it's very lightly done, but with this mode here, this is the chorus that is the stock plugin from Logic. If you have a Dimension D by Roland, then use that. But this has a little D mode, which is essentially doing that kind of spatial stuff that the Dimension D does. So let me show you what that's adding.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.
So it's kind of doing some good phasey stuff with the vocal, which sounds quite nice. Let me just say that all this stuff at the moment is all going directly onto the vocal channel. So let's put a reverb on there. We're going to use the favourite Valhalla. I don't want to swamp this in reverb, so I'm just going to use a room and a decay time of 0.3, a mix of 2%, and a pre-delay of about 9 milliseconds. So not too much, just a flavour, just to make the vocal come alive a little bit. So this is how that sounds.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.
So you can hear that working alongside the chorus is kind of smoothing it out and making it sound a little bit more professional already. So we're just going to put a compressor across all of that just to bring it together. And also the compressor is going to just bring up some more of the warmth and clarity of the vocal, so it's not sounding so edgy. So the compressor settings that I'm doing for that is, you could use an SSL for this kind of thing. It's a 4:1 ratio, and I want to be taking roughly most up to about -5 in gain reduction. Check this out.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.
So you can see that's now gluing all of those sounds together, so the vocal is sounding as one kind of piece. What we want to do now is go into buses. So we've got on bus 1, this is where we sort of do some nice effects. So we've got an echo, a flanger, and then a compressor to put those together. So on the echo, let me just turn these off so you can hear. So the echo, just we're putting a quarter triplet on, not too much feedback and a little bit of colour. It's not massively wet.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.
So next up is the flanger. It's going to add a little bit of movement to the echo so that it sounds a little bit different to the main vocal. Check this.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.
Now you can hear that those two are fighting a little bit against the effects that are on the vocal. So we're going to put a compressor on there, sidechain that to the vocal so that that's ducking in and out when the vocal comes in to give a really nice clean vocal effect. So to do this, I've taken the just standard compressor in Logic. I've sidechained it here to the vocal. I've done a 3:1 ratio, and I'm doing like a -510 to just drop that out the way when the vocal plays.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.
So we still get that echo and flutter, but you can hear it just cleans the vocal up so it's not swamped in those for the whole time. Right, on to another bus now when we have a Valhalla. So with this Valhalla, we're adding a bit more sparkle, where the first Valhalla we were just sort of livening up the vocal to not make it sound so flat. As you'll hear, this is a very standard plate sound.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.
You can adjust that to taste. On bus 3 now, we have a doubler. Now, the doubler on Logic is called Ensemble. And so here we got 5 voices and a stereo spread of 116. You can use any doubler you want. Obviously, any of these plugins, I'm just showing you on a lot of the stock ones because it's a lot easier for you to just grab Logic and get going. So after taking all of that, this is the effect the doubler's having as a finishing touch.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.
This whole project, all the settings, all the plugin settings, they're all available via the link below for free. They're part of the Streaky toolkit. That's a place where I put all of my presets, everything that I do on YouTube for you to be able to grab. It's like a big pot of goodness when it comes to audio engineering. So go to the link in the description. Let's listen to the before and after.
It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself. It's been a while since I saw your face and nobody else. So when I knew that you could see me too, I wanted you all for myself.